Leaves. An autumn pop-up book. A leaf seems simple, but leaves do many things. A leaf contains green chlorophyll that helps it use sunlight, water, and air to make food for the plant. As days shorten, autumn's brilliance flutters down. With less daylight, chlorophyll disappears from leaves and bright colors show. As leaves drop, some birds migrate to warmer places. Hungry critters hide under the layers. The hedgehog curls up in a prickly ball to sleep, its spine sticking out for protection. Wet, matted leaves are homes for frogs, insects, snails, and slugs. Leaves rustle as animals hustle for food. Chipmunks scurry among leaves and stuff their chubby cheeks with seeds. Squirrels bury acorns and nuts under leaves to store for winter feeding. Mushrooms pop up on the forest floor. Mushrooms often grow in damp, leaf-covered locations. Deer eat mushrooms, including some kinds that are poisonous to humans. Leaf-lined burrows are cozy for dozing. In autumn, some animals, such as bears, skunks, chipmunks, mice, frogs, and snakes, prepare for deep winter sleep. Leaves change. They are so amazing.
Before we sleep. As the season turned, the forest was dressed in new colors of rich amber, burned orange, and chestnut brown. Little Red the Fox was happy because now it would be much easier to hide. A fox would be hard to spy among the dried brown leaves, burgundy bushes, and coppery grasses. Only in the open meadow, would Hazel the Dormouse be able to catch sight of Little Red. Little Red and Hazel spent hours and hours playing hide and seek together. The two friends loved jumping and rolling in the crisp, dried leaves. They loved the rustling sound. "The leaves are laughing with us," said Hazel joyfully. During these moments of happiness, the cold air hinted of the coming winter. Little Red felt a tinge of sadness. For Red, the smell of winter meant one thing: loneliness. Soon, Little Red's very best friend in the world would settle down in a warm burrow to hibernate. Hazel, perhaps this season you will sleep less, said Little Red hopefully, trying to sound cheerful. Little Red, I am no fox. I am a dormouse. I'd like to stay awake and keep you company, but you know, in the end, I must always sleep. So Little Red started to think of ways to keep Hazel from falling asleep. What if I could make the sun stay high? Then winter would not be so cold. What if I could ask the forest to hold its fruit? Then there would be food all winter long. What if I tickled Hazel to stay awake? Then we could play and play. The dormouse started to yawn. Hazel, I want us to stay together forever, pleaded the friend. Little Red, I promise, when the winter gives way to spring, I will be here for you, and we will play again. I know, Hazel, but before you sleep, may I tell you a story? Why, yes. Oh, as long as it is short, replied Hazel sleepily, with head nodding and eyes closing. So Little Red curled up on the forest floor, and Hazel nestled into the soft, warm tail to listen. But before a word of the story was spoken, the two friends had fallen fast asleep together.
The Tagalongs. Julia wakes up to a beautiful sunrise. She beams. Today is the perfect day to hike up to Pancake Peak. The air is fresh. Julia is prepared, and she is traveling by herself, just the way she likes it. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Be home in time for dinner. Julia buzzes through the wildflowers of Muffin Meadow. Click. She spelunks through the darkest depths of Black Coffee Cave. And she balances bravely across Bacon Bridge. Julia crests Hash Brown Hill in record time. She has a quick picnic for one. Grumble, grumble, grumble. It's just a little farther until she reaches the turnaround at Pancake Peak. The panorama at Pancake Peak is perfectly peaceful. She has it all to herself, just the way she... A band of bickering creatures disturbs the silence and the view. They notice Julia.
We're saved!
Cries the tiny pack rat.
This nice girl can help us get down. What? Where is a girl?
Asks the javelina, squinting and fiddling with his broken glasses.
A stranger?
Eep! Cries the frightened porcupine. Julia backs away. Oh, I think there's been a misunderstanding. You see, I need to be home in time for dinner, and...
My name's Fitz!
Interrupts the pack rat.
This blind bloke is Louis, and that lovely bundle of quills is Violet. We're stranded,
Squeaks Violet.
Getting to the peak was fine, but when I saw how high we were, I poofed.
Which broke my glasses, grumbles Louis. I can't see a thing.
And popped the cargo balloon I was using to lighten my load.
Groans Fitz.
Now my pack is too heavy for me to carry. So, what do you say? Can we tag along?
Pleads the helpless trio. This is not the way Julia likes it. But once they safely return to the base of Pancake Peak, the relieved Tagalongs squeal with glee.
Julia Julia, you rulia!
They break for a sunny group picnic at Hash Brown Hill.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
As Fitz opens his backpack, Julia exclaims, "Whoa! A rat's pack is where the snacks are at." After they gobble some of the load, Fitz can carry the pack himself. He shouts,
Onward to Bacon Bridge!
but Bacon Bridge is broken.
We're doomed!
Frets Violet,
Don't worry!
says Fitz.
What kind of pack rat would I be without a pack raft? You saved the day, Fitz!
Everyone cheers.
We should keep moving.
Worries Violet.
Black Coffee Cave is getting darker by the minute.
Oh no! Julia gasps at the mouth of the cave. I've lost my headlamp.
My flashlight is gone too!
Fitz cries.
Follow me.
Grumbles Lewis.
I can't see, but I have an exquisite nose. Do I smell wildflowers at the other end of this cave?
That's Muffin Meadow! Exclaims Julia. Come on, everyone. Lewis can get us through this. Three cheers for Lewis and his mighty nose! Julia shouts.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Wait, what happened to Muffin Meadow? Whispers Julia.
Look out! It's a trap!
Cries Fitz. Nobody's gonna chomp my friends! Violet roars.
Ow!
Righteous defense, Violet. If it hadn't been for you, we'd all be plant food, exclaims Julia.
Speaking of food, do you smell that?
Asks Lewis.
It smells like spaghetti and pizza.
Says Violet.
And French fries and cherry pies.
Exclaims Fitz. It's dinner at my house, says Julia, and we are right on time. As the Tagalongs sit down to dinner, Julia hears a knock at the gate.
Knock, knock, knock.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Tonight, Julia is feasting with all her new friends. Just the way she likes it.
The road not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. And sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair. And having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay. In leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet, knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood. And I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference.
Ronnie and His Grit. Let me tell you a story about Ronnie Lott. When others gave up, Ronnie did not. Ronnie always did what he set his mind to. Dedicated and tough, through and through. As a boy, he bought shoes that were red as fire. The commercial said they'd make him fly higher. So with all of his effort and all of his might, Ronnie prepared for his very first flight. But all his excitement and thrill didn't last. He jumped through the air, but came crashing down fast. It was after his unfortunate plunk of a tumble that Ronnie felt something inside start to rumble. He sat there a bit, somewhat battered and bruised, and brooded across from his new pair of shoes. Maybe these shoes won't make me jump high. Maybe it's me and how hard I try. That rumble in Ronnie is what we call grit. A voice that encouraged him. Don't ever quit. Grit followed Ronnie as he grew and grew, every time that he played or tried something new. He was skilled at sports, and that helped him thrive. But grit always urged him, continue to strive. Grit had a voice that was strong and impactful, but Ronnie still needed to learn to be tactful. Like when his coach said, throw as hard as you can, and he knocked someone over. That wasn't the plan. Respect those around you, his dad would say. Ronnie listened and learned along the way. In high school, Ronnie joined the football team and suddenly knew that he had a dream. When he put on his helmet and all of his gear, he felt that same rumble. His purpose was clear. While he missed some tackles and dropped some balls, he never gave up or stopped giving his all. When he fell, Grit told him, get back up again. When he lost, Grit said, I know we can win. His mistakes were chances to try a new way, and tomorrow was always a brilliant new day. Years passed, and he joined a professional team. Ronnie and his grit were achieving their dreams. Sometimes he got hurt, and sometimes his team lost. He kept doing his best, no matter the cost. One fateful day on the football field, he was put to the test, and his grit didn't yield. Ronnie got hurt. It was really a zinger. He arose from the play, losing part of his finger. But even that didn't stop him from reaching his dream and inspiring others, including his team. Today, Ronnie's football days are past, but his grit stays strong and always will last. He continues to give everything his all, whether teaching kids or playing ball. Every time he helps inspire someone, every time he cheers on his daughters or sons, grit is helping him follow through. Give this life all you've got. I believe in you. Have you listened closely to that voice deep inside? The one that's telling you never to hide? Next time you're down or feeling blue, remember that grit lives within you too. It's the whisper that says, yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's the belief in yourself. It's your greatest fan. It's never too late to call up your grit, your own tiny voice that rumbles. Don't quit.
Up in the garden and down in the dirt. Up in the garden, I stand and plan, my hands full of seeds and my head full of dreams. Spring sun shines down to melt the sleepy snow. Wind whistles through last year's plants, and mud sucks at my rain boots. It's not quite time, Nana says. Down in the dirt, things need to dry out and warm up. What's down there? I ask. Down in the dirt is a whole busy world of earthworms and insects, digging and building and stirring up soil. They're already working down in the dirt. Up in the garden, we snap brittle stalks, scoop rusty armfuls, and wheel away weeds for the chickens. While they squabble and scratch, we spread compost over the soil. Down in the dirt, pill bugs chew through last year's leaves. I give a gentle poke. They roll up tight and hide in plated suits of armor, roly-poly round. Up in the garden, It's time to plant. I trail a furrow with my finger and sprinkle seeds in a careful row. Give them a drink, Nana says. We pat them down to snuggle in the dark. Down in the dirt, a tomato hornworm rests, waiting for wings and the leaves where she'll lay her eggs. Up in the garden, carrot plants sprout. Pea blossoms bloom. Wasps are on the prowl, and honeybees visit, legs loaded with pollen. I weed and wilt in sun so strong, even Nana looks for shade. In the dirt, earthworms tunnel deep. I'm jealous of their cool, damp dark. Up in the garden, rain shower. Nana turns the hose on me. Eee! I hide behind the cucumber vines, but their leaves can't save me. I shiver and laugh, drenched in Nana's rain. Down in the dirt, water soaks deep. Roots drink it in, and a long-legged spider stilt walks over the streams. Up in the garden, there's so much to eat. Ladybugs feast on aphids. Nana crunches green beans. I bite a ripe tomato, warm from the sun. Juice dribbles down my chin. Down in the dirt, a robin's beak finds a cricket, a beetle, a grub. Slugs are scrumptious too. Up in the garden, we pick cukes and zucchini, harvesting into the dark. Bats swoop through the sunflowers, and I pluck June bugs from the basil until it's time for bed. Down in the dirt, skunks work the night shift. They snuffle and dig and gobble cutworms while I sleep. Up in the garden, a praying mantis wakes to hunt mosquitoes. Nana sprays away the aphids, and I'm after grasshoppers. Ready to swoosh, but snap! Someone else is faster. Down in the dirt, a smooth, shining garter snake crunches on supper. Up in the garden, the wind grows cool. pumpkins blush orange, and sunflowers bow to September. Nana ties them together to build a house for reading. Down in the dirt, an orb weaver spins her web, strand by silken strand. She'll munch on moths tonight. Up in the garden, colored leaves litter the squash vines. And we know the cold is coming. Hurry, hurry, and harvest. There's enough for the neighbors, too. Down in the dirt, frantic ants gather what we leave behind. They're storing food for cooler days ahead. Up in the garden, frost draws lace on leftover leaves where secret egg sacs hang, waiting for the warm to return. We say goodbye and spread the winter blankets. Down in the dirt, beetles burrow, ants scurry home, earthworms curl tight in the dark. When Grandpa calls us in for soup, an autumn moon is rising. Up in the garden, dry corn stalks tremble, and the wind smells like winter. But the long, ripe days of summer still rest in the garden beds. The ladybugs and bumblebees, earthworms and ants are hunkered down, hiding, biding their time. Dreaming of sunshine and blossoms and sprouts. Under the bare arms of trees and the blanketing snow, a whole new garden sleeps, down in the dirt.
Ghost afraid of the dark. One Halloween, and this tale is true, there once was a ghost, and his name was Boo. Boo carved pumpkins. He loved trick or treat. He liked to have fun and parade in the street. October nights should have been such a lark, but poor little Boo was afraid of the dark. Boo stamped his foot, he yowled, and he glared. It just wasn't right for a ghost to be scared. I need some help, he said with a groan. It's really too hard to be brave on my own. So he decided to go visit a few friends. Boo went to see Witch, who was stirring a spell. She gazed in her cauldron and breathed in its smell. can't work by day. I make such a stink. It's better when people are sleeping, I think. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Make spells with me until it gets light. Boo went to see Frank, who was having a ball. He skipped and he boogied all down the hall. I can't dance by day. People would giggle. But when it gets late, I just want to wiggle. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Dance here with me until it gets light. Dracula's house was only next door. When Drac swished his cape, his feet left the floor. I can soar by day. There's no fun in that. The night is the time I turn into a bat. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Come fly with me until it gets light. Werewolf was waiting, bushy and hairy. He didn't think that the darkness was scary. I can't howl by day. It's really too soon. I need to stand in the glow of the moon. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Shout out with me until it gets light. Last, Boo saw Mummy, all ready to go, wrapped up in white from his head to his toe.
I can't walk by day with bandages trailing. People would trip and then they'd start wailing. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Dress up with me until it gets light.
Boo floated home, his face full of smiles. This was the best time that he'd had by miles. The dark is my friend. I don't fear the night. I had so much fun until it got light. It was my buddies that helped me to see. I'll throw them a party. A thank you from me. Boo closed the drapes, the house filled with gloom. He needed darkness for his party room. All of that day, he prepared for the eve, hiding all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Along came the chums that Boo wanted to thank. Witch, Mummy, Drac, and then Werewolf and Frank. Hey, shouted Boo as he opened the door. Let's stay up late. This is no time to snore. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Party with me until it gets light. Boo and his pals had a spooky old time with cobwebs and candy and pumpkins and slime. They made stinky potions. They learned how to fly. They dressed up in rags and they howled to the sky. The night was a hit, packed with wonder and thrills. Then Frank put on music and showed off his skills. The glitter ball turned, and the beat sounded thumpy. Boo's feet were skippy and twirly and jumpy. The monsters clapped and sang Hey Diddle Diddle. And there was young Boo dancing right in the middle. He got faster and faster. It was quite a show. Then all of a sudden, Boo started to glow. What a magical sight that little ghost made, shining and glowing in every shade. The rhythm was fun, and the music was loud. But darkness had helped him stand out from the crowd. Being brave was not easy for scared little Boo, but he gave it a try, and look what he could do. Boo hadn't known. He'd never had warning. The little ghost shimmered until it was morning. And when it got time for the party to close, Boo gave a yawn and got ready to doze. The dark is the best. I love the night. Now let's snuggle up, 'cause here comes the light. Monster, be good. Don't be scared. You are in charge of the monsters. If you tell them how to behave, they will listen. If a monster is noisy, whisper in its ear, "Be quiet." If a monster is hungry, give it a fork and a spoon and say, "Chew your food." If a monster is selfish, say, "Take turns." If a monster is mean, walk away and say, "Goodbye." If a monster scares you, scare it back and say, "Boo!" If a monster makes a mess, say, "Clean up." If a monster is wild, give it a timeout and say, "Sit still." If a monster is tired and grumpy, send it to bed and say, "Go to sleep." And if the monster asks nicely, kiss it and say, good night.
Howloween at the zoo. It's Halloween at the zoo. The elephants are ready. The hippos and tigers are too. The flamingos look spooky. The kangaroo needs her crew. The gorilla and monkeys dress alike. And the zebras give all their friends a fright. Trick-or-treating at the zoo gives them a chance to say boo. Happy Halloween!
Who is Boo? And is a Norbook? Is Norb? Where are you?
I'm digging for unicorn horns in the yard, but I just hit a thingamajig, and it's hard. Ooh! What an amazing, mysterious box! Look at the front. There's a name on the lock. Who is Boo? Let's go find out.
We'll ask if our neighbors have seen him about.
Hey there, Hugh. Who is Boo?
Boo's a good bloke. Just ask Mopoke.
Who is Boo?
Boo's a hurried, blurry fellow. What's the rush? I think he's yellow.
Who is Boo?
and Midnight Blue. I heard he chomped a tree in two.
Who is Boo?
Oh, he's a sweet wee lad, and we never once quarreled. He might be the dearest in the whole wide world.
Who is Boo?
Boo's a filthy, foul fiend. He reeks of feet, and his teeth are green.
Boo's a musty, crusty lout. His shouts will blast your eardrums out. Gobbledygook!
He lives by the brook?
Quiet down, you scurvy dogs. You're louder than a herd of hogs. Boo would barbecue you two and use your spleens to make a stew. He's red as rage, with claws galore and jaws the size of dinosaurs. Don't become the adorable feast of that deplorable, horrible beast.
What should we do?
Let's go say hi.
I'm scared of Boo.
Let's meet the guy.
Who are you?
Is this your old box? We don't mean to bug you.
Holy socks! He's going to... hug you?
This beat-up box means lots to me. Please come in for snacks and tea.
We heard so much gossip, but now we can see. You're nothing like what we imagined you'd be.
Fears can be clouds that fog up your view. And not every story and rumor is true. I'm usually fun, but sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm sweet, and sometimes I'm mad. I'm red and green and orange and blue, a swirl of many things, like you. I am Boo, and I'm one of a kind. Get to know me yourself and see what you find.
We like you, Boo.
I like you too. Wow, it was fun to meet you guys. Before you head home, I have a surprise. I know it's not much, but I thought you might like this sparkly, magical, silver white spike. Ow.
The end.
scared. I am not scared.
I am not scared.
You are scared.
I am not scared. Are you?
No, I am brave. This will be fun. You look scared.
Well, maybe a little.
Don't worry. There are much scarier things than this.
Like what?
Like snakes.
Snakes?
Yes, they are scary. Or what about a tub of hairy spiders?
Now that is scary.
Or a pit of hot lava.
A pan of fried ants.
An alien with pink eyes and furry teeth.
A roller coaster.
With a snake!
Let's be scared together.
Okay.
Now that was scary.
The scariest. Huh? Huh?
We are
Happy Howloween! A canine pop-up treat. Bow, wow, wow. It's Halloween. What a doggone silly scene. Dogs do tricks to earn their treats. Up and down the spooky streets. Pooches prance on every stoop. A barking bee leaps through a hoop. A skinny hot dog scurries by. His pail of goodies swinging high. On silent paws, a ghost appears. Above the sheet, poke perky ears. A spooky puppy howls a tune, his nose upturned to face the moon. Pumpkins dash here and there, with glowing eyes that give a scare. A moaning mummy, wrapped up tight, stiffly stalks the autumn night. At last, the dogs have got their fill. They gather on a nearby hill. And then this silly canine crew yaps happy Howloween to you.
Lion of the Sky. Haiku for all seasons. Spring. I am a wind bird, sky skipper, diamond dipper, dancing on your string. Colorful flowers. We sprout on stems of people, bloom only in rain. Twigs, sticks, mud, feathers. I'm a closely woven home for cheap, chirping chicks. Shh, here's my secret. Soft petals hide inside me. Coming soon, a bloom. I'm a wriggling tube, soft underground tunneler. I fear early birds. In the still, damp air, you sail leaf boats across me. Tiny sidewalk pond. Summer. My fluffy seeds drift. Tiny puffs lift in the breeze. And land, who knows where. Wicked wine with wings. That's me, buzzing in your ear. Closer, closer, ouch! I'm towers and moat, molded with hands, cups, buckets. Mighty till high tide. I love summer fields. Left field, right field, center field. I fly to them all. Fire in our bellies. We flicker, flash in twilight. Rich meadow of stars. You gasp as I roar. My mane exploding, sizzling. Lion of the Sky. Fall. My first day outfit is fresh paint and polished floors. Here come my new friends. I'm a yellow train, carrying thoughts from your brain to the waiting page. I'm red, delicious. With a quick twist of your wrist, I'm free from the tree. Reward for raking. A crispy crowd of loud crunch when you jump in me. I perch on the porch. Spooky face frozen in place. Fire burning inside. I search under oaks and gather tasty treasures. Winter is coming. Winter. We are knitted twins, soft as kittens, warm as hugs, waiting to hold hands. I'm cold confetti, falling from a crystal sky, blanketing the town. I'm thin silver blades, spinning circles, carving lines. You and I, we fly. Lie down in whiteness. Kick and swish and wave your arms. Give me winter wings. Firelight from the past. I wink in the frozen sky, waiting for wishes. In fur coat and cave, I exhale white clouds of breath. Dream of sun, green, spring.
Papa's backpack. My papa is a soldier with arms strong and warm. My papa is a soldier, and sometimes soldiers go away for a while to help for a while, so I can stay and play. But if I could, I'd ride in Papa's backpack and whisper in his ear. I'd ride with Papa side by side, so when he goes, I'm near. Me and my papa. Papa, papa, pa. Me and my papa. Papa, papa, pa. We'd smell the smoke. We'd hear the growls, the rumble, and the roar. We'd feel the sting, the twisted wind. We'd taste the angry rain. But side by side, we'd ride the storm, and side by side, we'd find our way.
my hand. He'd touch my hair. He'd kiss my face and eyes. Me and my papa. Papa, papa, pa. Me and my papa. Papa, papa, pa. My papa is a soldier with arms strong and warm. My papa is a soldier, and sometimes soldiers go away for a while to help for a while, so I can stay and play. But if I could, I'd ride in Papa's backpack and whisper in his ear. I'd ride with Papa side by side, so when he goes, I'm near.
Johnny. Story by Leslie Falconer. Pictures by Chris Lynch. Johnny loved apples. He ate apples for breakfast. He ate apples for lunch. He ate apples for dinner. But he always ate alone. This made Johnny sad. So Johnny decided to share his apples with others. First, he walked to Ohio. The path to Ohio twisted and turned. Along the way, a few seeds tumbled out of his pouch. When he arrived in Ohio, he planted 2 seeds. The 2 seeds grew into 2 trees that produced many apples. People were excited to see the apples. They picked them and took them home. Together, they ate apples for breakfast. They ate apples for lunch. They ate apples for dinner. Johnny liked making friends, so he decided to share his apples with others. Next, he walked to Michigan. The path to Michigan was bumpy. Along the way, some seeds bounced out of his pouch. When he arrived in Michigan, Johnny planted 4 seeds. The 4 seeds grew into 4 trees that produced many apples. The townsfolk were amazed. They picked the apples and took them home. Together, they ate apples for breakfast. They ate apples for lunch. They ate apples for dinner. Johnny decided to share his apples with even more people. Finally, he walked to Indiana. The path to Indiana was windy. Along the way, some seeds blew out of his pouch. When Johnny arrived in Indiana, he decided to plant his last 6 seeds. But all of the seeds were gone. Oh no! Without the seeds, he could not share the gift of apple trees with anyone else. But then, Johnny noticed a small, brown squirrel. He was holding something in his paws. The missing apple seeds. The squirrel shared the seeds with Johnny. Together, they planted 6 seeds. The seeds grew into 6 trees that produced many apples. People were excited to see the apples. They picked them and took them home. They all ate apples for breakfast. They all ate apples for lunch. They all ate apples for dinner. The end.
If you're spooky and you know it, moan and groan. Float around and haunt the people in your home. Strap on skates, thump and bump, make your little brother jump. If you're spooky and you know it, moan and groan. If you're greedy and you know it, shout yo-ho. Dance a pirate jig until it's time to go. Wave your rusty trusty sword, order scallywags aboard. If you're greedy and you know it, shout yo-ho. If you're witchy and you know it, mix a brew. Throw some frog legs in your bush and icky poo. Cackle as the cauldron bubbles, add a taste of trolls and troubles. If you're witchy and you know it, mix a brew. If you're fiendish and you know it, flash a smile. Bare your pointed teeth and show some vampy style. Wrap your cloak above your chin, pull some tasty people in. If you're fiendish and you know it, flash a smile. If you're hairy and you know it, howl and growl. When the moon is full, it's time for you to prowl. As your prey comes into sight, snatch it quick and take a bite. If you're hairy and you know it, howl and growl. If you're sneaky and you know it, arch your back. Spread your claws to show you're ready to attack. Twitch your tail and screech meow, show the little kitties how. If you're sneaky and you know it, arch your back. If you're frightful and you know it, shake an arm while you're standing in a field out on a farm. If birds bite at your crop, wave at them until they stop. If you're frightful and you know it, shake an arm. If you're bony and you know it, touch your toes. You can bend and twist to strike a funny pose. Spread your arms and bend your knees, move in any way you please. If you're bony and you know it, touch your toes. If you're scary and you know it, stomp your feet as you meet up with your friends out on the street. Walk together door to door to get candy and lots more. If you're scary and you know it, trick or treat. Trick or treat.
mystery. Chapter 1. Who's there? Late at night, Mouse heard a sigh. Then a scratch. Then a scrape. Then an odd little cry. She looked in the closet and behind the door. She looked in the cupboard. She looked in the drawer. She checked very carefully under the chair. "It must be a ghost," said Mouse. "Who's there?" Chapter 2. A Plan. The next day, Mouse told her friends about the sounds in the night. "You need a trap," said Wren. "Woohoo!" "I'll spin a web," said Spider. "With any luck, the ghost will get stuck." Bunny said, "I'll bring peas to spread on the floor. The ghost will trip or maybe slip." "Turn out your lights so the ghost cannot see," said Mole helpfully. "It won't work," said Goat. Woohoo! Chapter 3. Setting the Trap. So that night, Mouse hung the web, spread the peas, and turned out the light. And late that night, Mouse heard a sigh. Then a scratch. Then a scrape. Then an odd little cry. Mouse hopped out of bed, excited to see what she had caught. Oh! But she slipped on a pea. Whoa! She fell into the web and got stuck like a fly. "This plan does not work," said Mouse with a sigh. Chapter 4. A New Plan. "I told you so," said Goat the next day. "For catching a ghost, that's not the way." "Then tell us what is," Mouse said to Goat. "Please." "Of course," said Goat. "The best way is cheese." Chapter 5. Catching the Ghost. So that night, Mouse put cheese on the table and behind the door and under the chair on her shiny new floor. Then she hid in the closet, as quiet as a mouse,
and perked up her ears to the sounds in her house. And she heard nibble, 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 slurp. Slipper, slapper, slobber. Burp. Chapter 6. Caught. Mouse switched on the light. There in her house was the skinniest, scraggliest, scruffy young mouse. His coat was all matted. He had a black eye. His whiskers were sticky. Miss Mouse said, "Oh my!" "Please, miss," said the mouse, "don't send me away. I don't have a home. If you let me stay, I'll wash your windows and scrub your floors and make your bed and paint your doors and..." "Calm down," said Miss Mouse. "Of course you can stay. When you've had a bath. What's your name, anyway?" "Malachi Gimcrack," he said. "Call me Mac." Chapter 7. A Happy Ending. Such a snug little house for two mice together. In rain and in shine, in all kinds of weather. Old friends and new friends come over to play. And this mystery ends with a party. Hooray! Put it on crackers. Put it on bread. Cheese goes best with friends, Goat said. The end.
A Forest Friends book. Fox and the Last Piece of Pie. A story about fairness. As the sun came up, Fox opened his eyes and stretched his legs. "It's a perfect day for an apple pie," exclaimed Fox. He grabbed a basket and walked to the red apple tree in search of 10 big apples. Fox loved apples, but he loved baking his famous apple pie even more. When he arrived at the apple tree, there were exactly 10 apples. He gathered all of them and took them home. Later that morning, Bear visited the tree, but there were no more apples. In the afternoon, Raccoon visited the tree, but there were no more apples. Meanwhile, Fox made his pie crust. He mixed flour, sugar, butter, and salt in a bowl. Then he rolled out the dough and laid it inside a pie pan. Finally, he peeled and chopped all the apples, put them in the crust, and baked it in the oven. When the pie was done, he put it in the window to cool. The smell of sweet apple pie spread throughout the forest. Fox heard a knock at the door. It was Bear. "Hello, Fox. I smelled an apple pie. May I come in and have a piece?" Fox welcomed Bear and cut him a piece of pie. There was another knock at the door. It was Raccoon. "Hi, Fox. I smelled your famous apple pie. May I come in and have a piece?" Fox welcomed Raccoon and cut him a piece of pie. Fox, Bear, and Raccoon each ate a piece of pie. They licked their lips and looked at the pie pan. There was only one piece left and they all wanted it. Who should get the last piece? Fox suggested, "We can be fair and split it into 3 pieces." Fox cut the last piece into 3 equal parts. They all enjoyed the pie together, every last crumb. The end.
Monster needs one more. This hungry monster says, "I have 1 cookie. I need 1 more. Another cookie to chew." One, 2. I had 1. Now I have 2. This not-so-happy monster says, "I have 2 balloons. I need 1 more. Another balloon just for me." One, 2, 3. I had 2. Now I have 3. This grumpy monster says, "I have 3 apples. I must have 1 more. Another apple. Here's 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 3. Now I have 4. This sad monster says, "Whoa! I have 4 beach balls. I need 1 more. Whoa! Another beach ball. Like the water? Can you dive?" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 4. Now I have 5. This grabby monster says,
I have 5 strawberries. I need 1 more. Another berry. Good for licks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I had 5. Now I have 6.
This grouchy monster says, I have 6 crackers. I need 1 more. So many crackers. 8, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 6. Now I have 7. This candy-loving monster says, I have 7 jelly beans. I need 1 more.
Lots of jelly beans. Isn't that great?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I had 7. Now I have 8.
This sleepy monster says, I have 8 teddy bears. I need 1 more. A gold bear. That's so fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 8. Now I have 9. Then this sleepy monster says, I have 9 goodnight kisses. I want more. More. Mama, kiss me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 9. Now I have 10. I'm cozy. I'm snug. Now all I need is 1 big hug. I just need 1 more.
monsters arise at All Hallows Eve.
Ooh, yay!
B. Baby Bat brings a blueberry bagel.
Nom, 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 nom.
C. Crow carries candy corn. D. Dracula draws a daring dragon. E.
Evil elf eats eyeballs.
F. Frankenstein's monster is frightened of fire. G. Ghost gives a gentleman goosebumps. I say. Oh, dear. H. Headless horseman hunts in a haunted house. Whoa! I.
Imp inspects insect ice cream.
J. Jack-o'-lantern juggles jars of jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hup, 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 hup. K. Kraken eats kidney beans with ketchup. L. Loch Ness monster licks a lollipop. Aye. M. Mummy makes a magical muffin at midnight. N. Night owl nags his noisy neighbor. O. Ogre owns an orange owl. P. Phantom pops popcorn for the party. Q. Questing beast quivers quietly. R. Robot reads and roller skates. S. Skeleton sips spider soup. T. Troll tastes terrible. double toast. You. Unicorn uses an unusual umbrella. V. Vampire becomes a vegetarian. W. Witch waves her wand at a werewolf. X. Zana offers extra X-rays. Y. Yeti yearns for a yummy yellow yogurt. Z. Zombie zigzags through to Zombieland. Monster Train.
If you don't have Vooks, then what are you waiting for? Vooks is kid safe, it has storybooks that are brought to life, and third, it's fun. I like to read books about fantasy and love. I tell other kids to get books because it's full of stories and laughter. I'll read it on the go, in a car, in a plane, even in a train. I've never been on a train. Don't wait around. Ask your grown-up to download books now. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks for watching. For more stories, try the Vooks app for free today.